Gotta blame this one.
Devil Cardi said that he want my soul. With some Ozo, I'm feeling like I'm Michael. Lamborghini tinted doors on. Legend in my city, I'm an icon. Yeah. Devil Cardi said that he want my soul. With some Ozo, I'm feeling like I'm Michael. Lamborghini tinted doors on. Legend in my city, I'm an icon. Diamond flashing, they think it's paparazzi. Got on all black and I'm not. Whatever I do, copy. I'm the JB man, none of y'all can stop me. I'm from up top, so you already know I'm top. She gave me, I told her, baby, do it. Thinking about your suffer with your posse. Feeling like ghosts in my can't feel like Tommy. Yeah. Dark nights, cold showers. I ain't never going back to the way I had to live in a childhood. Ain't had no power. Dark nights, cold showers. I ain't never going back to the way I had to live in a childhood. Devil Cardi said that he want my soul. With some Fozo, I'm feeling like I'm Michael. Lamborghini tinted doors on. I'm a legend in my city, I'm an icon. Devil Cardi said that he want my soul. With some Fozo, I'm feeling like I'm Michael. Lamborghini tinted doors. Legend in my city, I'm an icon. I'm a legend in a 5-7 note. It ain't no question that my gonna blow. Who is he? I don't know. But I'm so I'm never gonna joke. Caught a vapor, it was my own. Ain't no so I could never owe. They static and I'm gonna go toe to toe. I ain't capping, I'm a show. We up now, pretty. Now we up now, pretty. Now we up now, pretty. We up now, pretty. Devil Cardi said that he want my soul. With some Fozo, I'm feeling like I'm Michael. Lamborghini tinted doors. Legend in my city, I'm an icon. Devil Cardi said that he want my soul. With some Fozo, I'm feeling like I'm Michael. Lamborghini tinted doors. Legend in my city, I'm an icon.
We've been talking so much NBA 2K21, but we wanted to stop and take a moment to thank you guys for tuning in and joining us for 45 episodes in NBA 2K20.
We've had so much fun connecting with you all over this past season.
So as we put NBA 2K20 to a close, we take a look back at our favorite moments on NBA 2K TV. Check it out.
The Hawks trail by 16 on the court for the Heat. Heat got ball. Turner is out there with Thomas. And it's Franklin in at the one spot.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, insanity in their last outing against the 76ers did some solid work. He scored 18 points and was his usual dominant self on the glass. And he made it look so easy out there. Everything seemingly came to him effortlessly. Let's see if he has a similar outcome tonight. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And, Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, that's what it means to be unselfish, putting the team's interests first. As you say, he just wants to come away with the W.
Steve, the league has broadened the definition of clear path foul. Think that'll discourage the wrap-up fouls that stop those fast breaks?
Yeah, I think so, because the guy's coming downhill with that type of force. And if you do wrap him up, and sometimes your coaches want you to, because hard, and it could create a lot of injury. So I do like the clear path fouls.
Paul can't get it to go.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Here's Hawes. Miami grabs the miss. Copeland's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Only 1 for 4 in this half. Sometimes it's execution. Sometimes the shots just don't go down.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Pause. Here's Randolph. Lays it up and banks it in. Randolph's got 4 points in the quarter.
At the end of the day, when the ball goes up, there's no substitute for effort.
And Gonzalez pulls it down. Gonzalez has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
His struggles from the field continue, yet they still hold the lead.
Here's Franklin, defended by Young. Inside, Turner, and it's slammed in by Turner.
This is who you want leading that play, a sure passer with great awareness.
Atlanta calls timeout.
And when you think about some of the most entertaining Hawks teams, my mind always goes to the human highlights.
Reason why he was a 9-time All-Star, NBA scoring champion, had some legendary matchups against Larry Bird and Chuck Person, to name a few. One of the most electrifying players in the history of the game.
To the middle, here's Becker, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. The Heat have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
The Hawks have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, certainly. Gonzalez against Thomas. Here's Becker. Pause with the block. Pass to Randall. Pass to Hawes. The Heat making a switch here. Fernandez is checked in. So it's the Hawks now. Hawes, the pass to Young. On the top of the key. That one off the back iron and out.
In a funk this quarter, he's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Pause with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Heat. A steal. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Poked loose, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Turner. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Taking a look at Boston. They've achieved some upward momentum, climbing to the 5th spot on the board.
And you know, right now, Atlanta, they're still sorting out their roster, trying to find a way to unlock their full potential in a holding pattern, if you will. And that could change, though, at any moment.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Hawks. And as we check out this year's contenders for the dunk contest, we get a look at some of the showmen, the best showmen in the NBA.
And with the names on that list, you know we're going to have a crazy competition this year.
Well, you look at Paul, he's definitely got a shot at making it to the top 4 slots this year. We'll just have to see if he ends up moving up.
Listen, I know.
So Miami takes this one by a big margin. Stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You'd never expect the Rogues to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge.
You're asking me?
Kevin Harlan.
It's my calling you.
Welcome to this very special episode of NBA 2K TV. I'm Alexis Morgan.
And I'm Chris Manning. Special episode because we have reached number 200.
Here's Tatum and slam.
Give me a food.
You play 2K.
All the time.
You act.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And now you have an album. Anything you can't do?
I can't lose to playing you.
So I just got...
The match point breakdown. Looking at some stats for Young.
And he's fallen out of favor a little bit in their offense, at least compared to how he was being used earlier in the season. His usage percentage is down over the past 5 games. Maybe he'll be more involved here tonight.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. They've got Trae Young, and it's Morgan in at the 3, the small forward. And for Golden State, they've got Bamba. Cummings is out there with Lonzo Ball. And it's Stevenson in at the 4-man position. Still hypothetically, 2-on-2, Steph Curry and Del Curry against Clay and Michael Thompson. Which family tandem wins?
Are they playing right now, or are we
No,
using...
they're going back in their prime.
So it's prime against prime.
Prime against prime.
I think
This is right in your wheelhouse.
I think Clay and Michael would win, because Michael Thompson was really good back in the day. I don't think Del Curry or Steph Curry could have handled him on the low post. I think if they were playing now, the Currys would be like 20-point favorites. They just shoot threes.
I think Del can still shoot.
I think Del should be in a team. They can't. The Rockets couldn't have put him in a corner like Ryan Anderson. I think he can still play.
Here's Hawes. Bamba with the block.
Well, this is one of Bamba's big-time strengths. Send it back, Mo.
The Warriors have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. Now Hawes. 26 points for him last game against Miami. The Hawks shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And that one misses. And he's good on the second. Golden State has come out of the gates quickly. It's a 3-point game. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
You know, it seemed like once it went to overtime, the confidence from both teams just really seemed to go in opposite directions, and unfortunately for them, they were on the wrong side of that equation.
On the clock, here's Cummings. No good on the 3.
Absolutely tenacious, guys. Stuck right on him defensively, bothered that shot.
The Hawks again can't hit.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I talked with head coach Steve Kerr. He said in the first meeting between these teams, his guys weren't as sharp as they needed to be offensively. He thinks that cost them the game. He told me, if we take care of the basketball and execute in half court like I know we're capable of, it puts us in a good position to win tonight. Well, we'll see if that holds true tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. So, Greg, shooting, their #1 concern coming into tonight.
It's more important that you take good shots if you want to have a chance to make them.
And I think, Greg, that requires making plays for one another. Move the ball and shooting opportunities will present themselves.
A handful of players land the Supermax contract bill. By and large, how do you see those deals working out?
It's tough. Nobody's really been happy with it yet. You know, it's so much money, and it's such a big part of somebody's salary cap, and you're just kind of handicapped with it. And we've seen John Wall is the worst case scenario, but the situation Charlotte was in with Kemba Walker, where he makes the All-NBA team, and now his Supermax is $240 million instead of $180. Like, that's crazy. And in a salary cap league, to pay $50 million a year for somebody is just nuts. It compromises the ceiling of the team. So the Bucks are in this position with Giannis, where he's making $55 million a year and the cap's $120. How are you going to put a good team around?
You can't maneuver.
You can't. So I would put a wrinkle in there that I would make the Supermax, whatever, pay the player whatever the number is, but it only counts for like $32 million or something. Make it so that it's not prohibitive.
Percentage of the total cap.
Yeah, make his capped figures 32. Even if you're paying him 55, and then that way people could compete better.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. Their last encounter was in Atlanta.
Yeah, and they won that matchup last time, and it wasn't even close, guys.
Yeah, I thought that had to do with getting the starters in foul trouble and then taking advantage of the substitutes, and that led to a huge disparity on the scoreboard.
And it's Mohamed Bamba with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Hawes finds Randolph. Back to Hawes. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Mohamed Bamba. The Hawks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
He's perfect from the line this time. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Here's Bamba, and the dunk by Bamba.
And Ball sets up his teammates, and when they're open, quick to whip it around. One of the best ball movers in the league.
Here is Hawes. 5 points in the game. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. Take a look at the Warriors. They're down in 10th place here in the middle part of the season. They'll need to make a move soon.
And seeing where the Warriors are, I love what they've been able to do this season. Last year, really just a struggle for them, but they've clearly put that behind them.
Oh, they're a different team this year for sure. They've got that confidence, that drive back. That was missing for so much of last year.
Ball, the pass to Murphy. And Bill, when it comes to NBA awards, some people have said voter fatigue is a fact. Would you agree with that?
No, I actually think NBA awards are in the best shape they've been in because people are afraid to screw up. You know, with the internet and the accountability we have now.
Accountability, exactly.
And
There's nothing anonymous about it.
No. And we have really good numbers and metrics now, and I actually think we make the right decisions with this stuff most of the time now. I didn't really see any egregious stuff last year other than the one person who voted Dwayne Wade for second team All-NBA.
You get a vote, don't you?
I do, and I take it really seriously.
I do too.
Yeah.
I feel the same way.
I really care
Our
about
name is attached to it.
Yeah. I also, like, when I wrote my book, I really relied on the All-NBA stuff. Like, they're a snapshot of what happened that season.
Good point. The Hawks trail by 10. Here's Hawes. Paxson coming off the assist from Young. 7 points for Insanity.
And that's the advantage of having a lead guard who can both pass and shoot. Young draws attention, then takes advantage of a poor rotation defensively.
Now, here's Stevenson. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Pass to Cummings. To the paint. And the dunk by Bamba.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
Now the pass to Murphy. A 3-ball. And Bamba with the basket on the assist by Murphy. Murphy's got his 3rd assist on the night. The Hawks trail by 13. Outside Randolph. And Bamba comes to help. Back to Hawes. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
All the officials are all over that.
The Hawks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Kerr's checked in for Bamba. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Harris has checked in.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Hawes, no luck.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight.
And he's been terrific, guys. I mean, the percentage right around 86%, so no doubt he's pleased with that.
Bill, it's no secret that your heart lies in Boston. Oh. Just what was it like growing up? The Warriors shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here. We've got White. Lonzo Ball out there with Cummings. Then it's Bamba, and it's Gray in at the small forward position. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Hawes, and the rebound goes to the Warriors.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Randolph looking around. Passes it to Gonzalez. Back to Randolph. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Hawes. And the layup's good off the glass. Hawes got 12 in the game.
Worked that one inside nicely.
Warriors leading by 10. Now here's White. This game he had 12. Bamba with it, and they call an illegal screen here. Chance now to check out how the All-Star voting is shaping up.
And I tell you, the excitement starting to ratchet up a little bit as the tallies start coming in.
And you look at Young, the second most votes in the Eastern Conference have gone his way. He'll be a starter for sure.
And that's a byproduct of not just his talent, but of the effort he's put in this season. Nobody works harder than this guy.
And keep tuning in for updated results. You can visit NBA.com for more. And White slams it in.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. The feed to Hawes. Bamba with the block.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And the basket by Murphy.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Bill, do you ever think we're going to eliminate conferences in the NBA playoff seeding?
I think that they would have done a 16-seed no-conference playoff format years ago. I think they were really worried about the travel, though. And they've looked at it, and they've really studied it, and they've looked at the effects of, let's say Boston plays Portland in round one, and you're flying 3,100 miles or 3,200 miles in 3 time zones and all that stuff, and it's a 2-2-1-1-1 series. What is the effect on the team if it goes 7? I think they're really afraid of it. I wish they did it. I don't like the conferences. I don't really understand them. And over the course of NBA history, they've been really confused by the conferences. I wrote about this in the book of basketball, where we had years where San Antonio was playing in the East for a while, and Baltimore was in the West. Which, go look at a map. Baltimore being in the West is ridiculous. Baltimore was in the West and Philly was in the East, and they're like 50 miles away from each other.
Yeah, made no sense.
So they've never really 100% figured out the conferences. And I just think the 1 through 16 makes more sense.
It would sure be better basketball.
It would be better.
Yeah. It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, insanity in their last outing against the Heat was a man on a mission. He picked up 26 points, and along with what he did on offense, he had a big defensive night as well. That was just the latest in a solid string of performances from him. Obviously looking to keep the momentum going here this evening. We'll see how he does, Kevin.
Thanks for the report, David. You have to love the energy he brought in that last game.
Yeah, he was the team's driving force, and tonight, maybe more of the same.
Well, I think, Greg, what he has shown is when they send 2 in his direction, he is willing to make the pass and trust his teammates to make plays. So critical.
And a quick look at how Atlanta's schedule shaping up. On Monday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Los Angeles Lakers. And then on Wednesday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Sacramento to take on the Kings.
You know, it might sound cliche, but a road trip like this one is a great time for this team to build chemistry on and off the court. Chemistry absolutely matters in the NBA, and these are the kinds of opportunities teams need to build it.
And the Warriors making a change here. Kerr's checked in. And Bill, when you yourself get out on the court, is there a play you try to channel or emulate, try to visualize in your mind?
You mean when I'm playing pickup?
Yes, yes.
Oh, well, now, at this point in my life, it's DeVos Bertans. Is that how you say his name?
Yeah. Davis Bertans.
Davis Bertans?
Yeah, yes. What a great stroke.
I emulate all stretch fours and don't guard anybody.
Yeah.
That's who I am at this point in my life. I run from three-point line to three-point line.
You stay in the perimeter.
Yeah.
Don't tangle up inside.
My free throw attempts are 0 because I don't go to the line.
Just fire away.
And I want you to know I'm there to make an open jump shot. And don't ask me to do anything else, please. I'll set some picks.
Yeah. You are. You're a great screen.
Set some picks.
You're a great pick and roll. The shot's good. And here's Young. 20 points for him last game against Miami.
Well, you also have to credit the way he controlled the pace of the game and was able to create for his teammates.
And he recovers it. They get it again. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive. And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Shot's good from Hawes. Hawes got 8 here in the quarter.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
It's stolen, and the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Now at the moment here, let's take a look at our rookie leaderboard and who's putting up the most points per game. Ball kicks to Kerr. Here is Cummings. 17 points for him last game against the Lakers. Took the opportunity when he saw it. White's got 15.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Atlanta.
One thing Coach will address in this timeout right now is you're missing a lot of shots. Why not become more of a facilitator out there?
Unloads. Atlanta again missing.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Now Ball. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Lakers.
And don't forget the sensational plays he made out there. He saw the court so well, firing perfect passes to teammates for wide open shots.
Bill, you study pop culture. The 2K Esports League is a phenomenon right now, which is sweeping the country. Do you think that's going to alter the perception of gaming in any way?
Yeah, I would say it has ball content, and the fact that it's now a 12-month-a-year sport for us. And now it goes from the playoffs to the draft to where people going in free agency, and then that plays out for a month, and then something else will happen. All of a sudden it's August.
Summer leagues are
summer
coming
leagues
up.
happening, and then all of a sudden the season's close, and then you just kind of recycle, and it's a 12-month-a-year sport.
Right.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Golden State's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Bill, I wanted to go back to what you were talking about with the 2K League, and you mentioned how basketball has grown into essentially a 12-month-a-year sport.
For me, a 2K Esports League just makes sense. It fits into that. I think people love the players. I think they care about these athletes. Just in basketball, so much more in the other sports. And for me, it's really gratifying because I've loved basketball my whole life. And for a while there, when I grew up as a kid, they were tape delaying the finals. And, you know, it was like the second-tier league. And now to see how popular it is and how much people love it, it's just, I feel like I was in early. I'm sure you do too.
Absolutely. I mean, when Magic Johnson is a rookie and starting at center,
yeah.
Game 6 in Philadelphia, yes.
And it was tape delayed.
And it was tape delayed.
My beloved Boston Celtics won the 1981 title, and it was on tape delay in Boston. And I went to bed, and my dad woke me up to watch the game from him. It's not even 40 years ago. So I think the other thing that really helps with the 2K Esports League is that these guys play 2K, the actual players.
Right.
They
care about it.
They care about it. They have an incredible amount of time on their hands because they're too famous and they can't go anywhere. So they're in hotel suites. They're bringing with their PlayStation or Xbox with them. They're playing their friends. They're playing each other online. And this is what they're doing all day.
And he makes that one. Davis has got 5.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
Now here is Murphy. 14 points from him the last game against the Lakers.
I thought his physicality was crucial too. You know, he kept the defense on their toes and repeatedly got to the free throw line.
Bill, you're a basketball historian. We know that. Do fans romanticize too much about the past?
I would say the other way. I think they don't appreciate it enough, especially like the millennials and Gen Z. You know you're out there. You're playing this game right now. They tend to think the league started when Kobe showed up and that the 90s and the 80s didn't happen. I sense a real resentment from the younger fans with the LeBron versus MJ thing because LeBron's their guy. They get to watch LeBron. They don't want to hear that MJ was better than them, so they make the case for LeBron and the way things are now.
But what about like the Oscar Robertsons, the Elgin Baylors, and we talked. And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. Comfortable win in what was, I think, Jimmy, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that.
Where do I start? Where do I get my rhythm? Where do I get my groove?
I'm a good sport. Just kidding.
Oh, good block.
You bro, you got this. You know it, B.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going to his own route. Now it's ended.
Well, guys,
he's doing it all, DA. Thanks. Looking at the starting 5 for the Atlanta Hawks. They've got Young. Insanity is out there with Harris. And it's Gonzalez in at the 4 spot. And for the Lakers, Cunningham is out there with Bell. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Bayless in a point guard. And in constructing lineups, Chris, there's often the dilemma of choosing rim protection versus floor spacing. To you, what matters most?
Well, to me, what matters most is floor spacing. It doesn't. The defense is not overrated. I'm not saying that, but it doesn't matter if you have defense and you can't score. Scoring is just as important, and you have to put pressure on that defense by scoring. And even if you have a shot blocker, what if I have guys that like shoot it outside and don't come to the paint?
Right.
Well, then I've already taken that shot blocker out of the game. So it's all about offense, having a balanced offense, and then guys willing to listen, pay attention to the details, and be engaged on the defensive end.
Now here's Bayless. Here's Salvaderi. Offensive rebound. Cunningham gets the bucket.
Toughness and energy on the boards, and an easy putback to show forward.
Down low. Pause. Not going to go that time. And the Lakers going the other way now. And this matchup with the Hawks, it's their first meeting of the season.
And last season, they made short work of this club. 2 games, 2 wins.
Yeah, Greg, it makes sense. I mean, when you look at where they both finished, there's a reason one team was in the playoffs and the other one was on vacation. Oh, great flow to that possession. 2 players totally in sync with each other.
It's tipped. And the Lakers with another turnover here. The Hawks have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Clearly a foul.
It's his first trip to the line. That one falls, so he hits both of them. That's tipped. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Now, just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
Now here's Bayless. Last time, 14 points for him. Count the basket.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Shoots from the corner. The shot, no good.
The defense has done a good job of forcing him to tough shots this quarter.
Here's Hawes. Rebounded by Bell.
It's time for him to start looking for other options. They can't let him keep shooting. His touch is gone.
Passes to Booker. Now the dish to Bayless. From outside the arc. And Gonzalez pulls it down.
Well, that's just a lucky break for the D. Yeah, keep giving him that shot. Bad things will happen.
Hawes, no luck.
If he'd been even halfway decent today, the score would be a lot different, but he can't get anything to fall.
13 feet away, and he hits the jump shot.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
Well, yeah, that's one of his go-to spots. I mean, you have to pressure him in that mid-range area. He's disappeared this quarter. He can't get anything to try. That's not going to help him get out of the hole.
And here's Booker from the arc. Sinks the three-pointer. Booker's got 5 minutes.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they might be pressing a little, forcing some things. This is a good opportunity to calm everyone down.
Here's Hawes. Boom, he jams it straight down.
You just can't leave anyone open around Young. He's very capable of spotting his uncovered teammates.
And here are the Lakers. They're on a 13-4 run right now. To the inside. And Cunningham with the slam.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Yeah, true. But now it's about sustaining their energy and maintaining the focus.
Gonzalez. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, that's what's frustrating, because you did the job defensively to get the stop, and then you gave it right back.
Six to shoot. Pass to Bell. Hawes with the rebound. Looking at the last game for the Lakers, it was a loss to Indiana. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And let's take a look at the numbers for Randolph. He's averaging 11 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Yeah, G.A., I like it because he's not overcomplicating things. I mean, he's just playing to his strengths and taking what the defense gives him.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, Greg, they've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor, just in total control so far. Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against them. That's just great work inside.
The pass to Bayless. Here's Salvaderi, and the layup is good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Hawes.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, you cannot get his shots to drop.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Hawes inside, defended by Bell. Now Hawes. A 32-point game for him in the win against Golden State.
But we got to talk about his D2. 4 steals in the
Hello?
What's up, little cat?
Yeah, you trying to go against me?
effort for him.
You going to run around?
Now here's Bayless. He's guarded closely.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them
Damn.
offensively.
Yeah.
Can't connect from short range.
What you been doing,
Stolen
son?
by Bayless. To the paint. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster.
And they have
trying to
owned
run
the
one?
paint so far. And the score
Man, I'm in hot.
reflects it.
You know what I'm saying? You hear me? The part time.
Back in the lane. I mean, but that...
You're not like me, you hear me?
Yeah. I'm about to join you, alright?
Alright, you hear
So
me?
it's Los Angeles wins.
You hear me? Nigga on a 2 weeks last year, no badges. You hear me?
Defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best.
You hear me? You P-Lock, catch a shoe Hall of Fame, cause especially he got clems like a box, you so bad. That will box you like a fish, like tuna fish.
That's it? Why?